And so when I started this book, I somehow had not read The Woman Warrior. And it was the one book I brought with me when I was biking by myself around Mexico. And so one of the pages in this is me reading The Woman Warrior and suddenly finding language that made my family make sense to me. And it just blew both my mind and my heart open. And Maxine gave the keynote for the National Book Critics Circle Award. And I couldn't go to the ceremony because I couldn't get the time and fork for making sandwiches. Because my Alaskan wife, there's no way to explain, this is something I probably really should go to. So I was making sandwiches, but I got my publisher to pass her a letter. And okay, this is a tangent, but it's going to link back up. This is my thing. Those of you who heard me speak last night, like tangents that actually come full circle, it's how I like to work. The long, drawn-out metaphor that surprises you at the end. So every winter, I try and teach myself a new tandem skill. And so 7 or 8 years ago, that skill was lockpicking. And so the way that it works is a lock barrel, right? You have all these individual pins, and they have springs. And so the different keys on the different keys on a key, it presses those springs up to just the right amount. So it makes those barrels even and the whole thing can turn. And so I wrote this letter to Maxine Hong Kingston where I illustrated a lock barrel. And I told her that I had this understanding that I'd been sort of picking at these different pins for years, trying to figure out how they were supposed to be positioned, but I didn't know what I was doing. I could just sense that I was working on something. And then when I read The Woman Warrior, that is what put all the pins in the right position, and I felt that lock turn. And that book literally is what catalyzed me beginning my own. And then she wrote me back this beautiful letter in ink made from laminates and flowing script. And I saw the letter and was just like, holy shit. So it's actually good that she's not here because I would just be like this.
Yes, I having seen her last year at some of the said, yeah, but she's awesome. It's fantastic. So now we've got writer, artist, adventurer, lockpick. I like this.
But then it comes down to if shit happens, I want to be able to deal with it.
Yeah, well, I see that the next mission, there's the movie, has its, levels.